Hi, I'm Dave and welcome back to BrenTeck IT Support. Today we're going to be having a quick unboxing, look and setup of the SwitchBot motion sensor. Now you don't have to have the Hub Mini to get this to work with other SwitchBot products, but it does allow for added functionality, and it also allows you to have remote alert notifications on your smartphone, and it allows for smart system compatibility so that it can work with Lady A and Baby G, for example. It can work directly with the curtains, and it does say on the back what it can do with and without the hub, but we've already got the hub, so that's in a previous video. You can see setting up the hub up there. Now we're also going to add this to our Home Assistant as well, so we can have our lights automated, because you've already got smart light switches, so we're not using the little smart bot robot to push the switch, but our current switches aren't compatible with their ecosystem directly. But with Home Assistant we can do a lot more, so we'll be touching into that as well. The motion sensor has a range of 30 foot, 9 meters, and 110 degrees horizontal and 55 degrees vertical. It also has a lumen sensor, so it can actually detect the light level in the room directly. So it's dark and there's motion, it can turn the lights on, and when there's no motion or it's light out in the room, it can turn the lights off. So it's actually going to help with energy efficiency as well. And there's other things that can trigger through the hub and through its own integrated ecosystem, and it can activate scenes, and it can do a whole host of different functions. We absolutely love the SwitchBot ecosystem. If you want to get yourself any of the SwitchBot products or the motion sensor, there'll be a link for them down in the description below, and we've also got a 10% off deal as well if you use our links. We'll get on with the unboxing and setup of this one. Always be careful when opening packets that you don't damage yourself or the product. We have our 3M sticky pad, a pair of AAA batteries, a ball joint head with rubberized feet at the bottom, and the unit itself. Now you've got a mounting point at the bottom and at the back, so you can mount it in different ways. You've got your reset and pairing switch at the top, and your motion sensor indicator light, and it will also have the lux sensor built in there as well, or the lumen sensor. Just from the back here we can pop this open and we can get to our battery compartment. We've also got in the box a quick start guide with QR code and an instruction manual. Now I do like the SwitchBot instruction manuals. They're actually very comprehensive and very easy and simple to work through. Okay, to attach the foot to the bottom, or if you're going to attach it to the back, make sure you put the batteries in first and then put the back plate back on and then push it through. But I'm going to just see if I can have it from the bottom. So just line it up there and give it a good push. It will pop in. Don't be afraid of breaking it. Plastic's quite strong, so that's good to go. There's a little magnet inside there, and with the screw holes you may actually be able to screw mount that something as well, but they haven't provided any screws for you to do that. But it is magnetic as well, which is great. There's a little slot there for this dimple to line up, and then that will go in and lock it in place. We'll get our phone because we'll need that straight away as well. So we've got our phone open, which we should see on the screen now. And we'll get our batteries. And you just get the positive and negatives the right way around. And then we can put our cover back on, which is the arrow pointing down towards the base where you'd put your cover. We'll now click the add button. It's found the motion sensor, so we click on the motion sensor. I probably haven't added the room kitchen to it yet. And then select motion sensor again. Click next. Press the button. Okay, Remember to make your rooms before you add the device, but we'll just confirm it to all devices now. I'm going to call this one kitchen motion sensor. And I'm going to add it to the hub mini, which is the one in the living room, not the one in the couch, because you've got two hubs. And click next. Do you have a pet in the house? Yes. It's nice how they talk you through all the different steps. Now they're talking about how to install the ball. I'll make it medium for our kitchen, I think. Okay, so that is done. Now I'll see if we can add a room and move it into the kitchen. Create room. So now come to here and see if we can add it to our... Okay, it's got a firmware update, so we'll update the firmware. At least the updates are nice and quick. Click save. That's that. Okay, we'll leave it on this screen and we'll now go into the kitchen, mount it where we want and do the light calibration. Okay, we're just going to get our motion sensor and place it up on our shelf. It's just going to be looking slightly down now. In the instructions I did say have it looking up to avoid dogs, but our dogs are small dogs, so the distance from the sensor to here, set at medium, should mean it won't detect the dog moving around if she gets in the kitchen. She gets free range of the downstairs of the house, so she could well be in here, but if she does, we've got LED lights anyway, so it won't cost too much, and she generally doesn't go where we're not, so that's okay. We'll look at the app and show you how the settings run. So we can see on our screen, which I'll put up here, that it's detecting motion. Obviously we are in range. And if you click on the settings reel, you've got your notification options. You can turn notifications on or off. I'm going to have it off because I don't want to receive them. You've got your sensitivity. We've set it to medium and we can see that it's sensing the motion. The light indicator I've got on, and that light is just up here, and will just ping when motion is initially detected, and then it will go off. So a little bit of battery use turning it on, but I like the idea of that, but it's not going to be constantly, so it's not going to be an actual constant drain. Very clever. Now the light sensitivity, now this is where I'm going to have to turn my studio light off to set this up, because this is sort of average daylight in here, and then we will calibrate it to that so we can work out what the light levels are. Okay, we're going to calibrate the light sensor as we've packed away the studio lights and the camera. So it's a natural lot of light coming in the room at the moment, but the light source is behind the sensor and it wants it in front of the sensor. So we'll see how this goes. So we'll click light sensor, click next. Okay, I'll then close the curtains. So we'll come in and do that. That's as closed as I can get that now. Turn off the lights, calibrate, turn the lights on and wait for it to, that's done. Okay, so now it knows the calibration for that. That will be helpful for the next stage with Home Assistant. And we've got our cloud services. We've got Baby G. And this should all be connected already because of previous activations. But we'll just come down and check. So it's coming up as a kitchen motion sensor. If we press and hold it, it comes on as a light, which is a bit odd, but that's sensing how much light it is. Add it to the room. Select our address, next. Move device, and we'll put it in the kitchen, next. so at least our sensor is in the correct place. Okay, the device has been moved. You can come back here. So that's now all of the SwitchBot products in their correct rooms for baby G. And now do it to Lady A as well. Now it's already connected, so if you open Lady A, she should find everything, hopefully. Okay, if you now come to Lady A's app, and it's got some device notifications. We'll come to devices, all devices. And we now have the kitchen motion sensor, and we can see that it is sensing the motion, and we can create a routine from that. So just for the Lady A, we can get it to turn the lights on, but we're going to try and do it with our Home Assistant. The SwitchBot motion sensor's battery should last for approximately 3 years with 120 motion events and 40 light events on a daily basis. So that should easily last the 3 years that they're recommending, I guess. And also they're just AAA batteries, so they're easy to get hold of. So that's a really good bonus of this one compared to some of the other ones, such as Samsung Smart Sensor, which was my favorite sensor. But they use a special cell, I can't remember what one they use, but AAA batteries are easy enough to get hold of. Anybody got them lying in the drawer already. So that's a great thing to have as well. Well, that was the setup of it, and I'm finding this to be brilliant. It was really easy to mount. I haven't bothered with a sticky, I've just placed it on top of our shelf as you saw. If you want to move it, we can. And they do say have it pointing towards the light source, such as the window, but if I do that, then it's going to be blocked by cupboards. I'll have to put it in the middle of a ceiling, so I'm going to have it facing the wrong way. I don't think that's going to cause too much of a problem, because I only want it to do it if it's really dark, turn the lights on when there's motion, and if it's bright sun, then don't bother. So that we're going to have working via our Home Assistant, and that's great. If you do want to get yourself one or any of the SmartBot bits of kit, there'll be links for them down in the description below, and if you use our links, they'll automatically give you the 10% discount. If in doubt, use our 10% discount code as well. Please remember to share the links and discount code with friends and family and anyone that is interested in the product, as it will help yourselves get the discount and also help us with a bit of a kickback as well. Well, thank you very, very much for watching the video. Do hope you enjoyed it. If so, do give it a good like, thumbs up, comment and subscribe. So do follow us on social media. Take care, wish you all the best, and hope to see you again soon. All the best. Bye for now.